Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. Welcome back to the Clintonville Slasher. I am your host, Large Frank Wilkes, and happy Monday. I hope everyone's holiday was amazing. I had a great one. I got a lot of cool stuff, and I had a good time with my family, so I hope your holiday was as good as it was for me. So, today we are going to be talking about a film that I saw for the first time, and that is 2018's Hereditary. Jesus H. Christ. So, before we get started, we're going to be talking about horror movies, so viewer discretion is advised, and I'm going to spoil this movie. I'm sorry, I can't talk about it without spoiling it. So, a little rundown of the film is that you've got this lady named Annie, who is played by Toni Collette, and she just loses her mom, and her mom is just has this secret life, and she doesn't really know her. She's really estranged, and she passes away. She kind of goes to the self-help group, and she slowly kind of comes to terms with that, and her body, mysterious things start happening after her death. They go into her room, they see these weird symbols on the floor. Her grave was desecrated after a week. It's just all sorts of strange things happen. So at one point in time, the young man who's her son, Peter, who's played by Alex Wolff, actually asks his mom if he can go to a party. She says, "You're taking your sister." He takes his sister. He ends up smoking some pot. Well, his sister Charlie is allergic to peanuts. She ends up having this piece of cake. She has an allergic reaction. He takes her in this car. He's rushed her to the hospital, and she's hanging her head out the window, and she hits a pole, and the pole takes her head off. And it's like something I never saw happening. It was just insane. And from that point on, it gets just wild as fuck. So, let's talk about the couple of things about the film. So, Hereditary was released on June 8th, 2018. It was directed by Ari Aster. It stars Toni Collette, Alex Wolff, Millie Shapiro, and Gabriel Bryan. So, a few things about the movie that you may or may not know of. Number one, Alex Wolff wanted to break his own nose on the desk. He hit his face on the desk so hard after the first take that he actually broke his own jaw. That is insanity. That desk scene is just wild. Just wild to see. Tony, number two, now I am spoiling this, so if you haven't seen it, please turn this off, because it gets crazier after this. So number two, actually, Toni Collette actually wore a prosthetic neck for her decapitation scene. Now that scene right there, where she is floating in air and she is literally cutting her own head off, is the most horrific fucking thing I have ever seen. It is so amazing. I mean, holy shit. That shit was fucking awesome. Okay, so number three, so this was really actually cool. So number three, making the chalkboard move was done by a tiny magnet. Toni Collette's character meets a girl at this self-help group for lost ones. Her name is Joan, and she tells her that that she had lost her grandson and her son, and she tells her that about this seance that she can do. So she takes her over there, and then during the seance, she gets this chalkboard to write "I love you, Grandma" on this little chalkboard, and says that's your ticket, that's your link between that and the spirit world. So the way it was done is they actually took a little magnet, and they actually had a guy on the team actually use a remote and actually had it drawn. So when they're doing the seance, it's just a little magnet that got to stand up and write on its own, which I think is really awesome. Number four, Charlie's decapitation was actually based on a real-life event in 2004 in Georgia, when a young man accidentally killed his friend by decapitating him on a pole from a party. So in 2004, this was a real-life thing that actually happened. So that was a little bit... that's really sad. So that was based on a real-life event. Number five, actually, this makes me like this movie way better. I've never heard of Ari Aster, but he may be my fucking hero right now. So Ari Aster used as little as CGI as possible. He said, and I quote, "If I can use practical effects, I will." So everything that he tried to do was practical. That book scene, holy shit. So she's linked to, Toni Collette's linked to that book, right? and she wants her husband Steve to burn it. So he goes to throw it in the fire, and he won't do it because this is right after they find her mom in the attic, decapitated and like weird symbols and shit written on the fucking wall. So he takes the book and he's like, I'm not gonna burn it. I'm gonna take it into. I'm gonna call the police. She rips it out of his hands and yanks it and she throws it in the fire and it burns him. Oh my god, that shit was fucking nuts. I did not see that fucking coming. God damn, that was fucking awesome. I'm so sorry. I was so excited. Oh, this is such a good movie. Okay, this is a bonus one. So actually, Gabriel and Alex actually worked together on an HBO show, and Wolf and Millie went to school together. So they actually all knew each other from outside of Hereditary. And Toni Collette said that she didn't want to do anything heavy, no more heavy script. She kind of wanted to lean towards comedy. But once she read this script, she was like, I am fucking hooked. Sign me up. So that is all I got for you for as far as that goes. But last night, I saw this movie, right? And let me tell you something. I don't have very many vivid dreams. When I dream fucking wild. So I saw this movie, I go to bed last night, and I have this fucking insane dream that I'm actually captured by the cult. But I'm younger, I'm like a teenager at the time. So I have to try to escape. So I'm trying to escape from this cult, and there's like many other kids there. They're trying to escape with me. And I have to like run through this like garden, but it has all these hands. And it's like trying to grab me and stuff. Well, at one time, they're like trying to, so I can't get out of the house. I can't get out of this compound that they have me in. They're trying to put bugs all over me because they're trying to get my soul to leave my body so that another person can take my body. And that's what they're preparing me for. They're putting all these bugs on me. So at one point in time, one of the kids gives me this book on voodoo, and I read it, and I learn that I'm a voodoo master. So I escape, and like the hands are gripping my feet, and I like do this voodoo chant, and like the hands start to slowly let go. Well, there's like a mom and a dad that own this place that have captured all of us. And the dad tries to stop me, but I literally turned him into stone. Like, I put my hand on him, and it literally turned him into rock. It was awesome. And then the mom tries to get me, but she's like a powerful witch, so I have to kind of fight her off. But at the last second, right before I woke up, I did this voodoo curse at her, and I snapped my fingers. She lit on fire. And then I woke up, and it was Christmas Eve. It was just, that movie just messed me up. So, if you have never seen this film, I strongly suggest it. Hi, Evie.
Hi.
Can you say Merry Christmas?
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
And if you see Santa, if you catch Santa, bad luck.
Okay. So, if you're new to the channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. I post every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Check out Hereditary. Merry Christmas. It's Christmas Eve, but it's going to be Monday for you guys. So, like, comment, and subscribe. You want blow kisses? Bye-bye, everybody.
Hey, guys, 1 second.
Oh.
Subscribe to the channel. Give me a huge thumbs up.
Give me huge thumbs up. Give me huge thumbs up. Like,
subscribe.
Yep, like, comment, and subscribe. And say, stay horror.
Stay horror.
Stay horror. See you later.
Goodbye. Merry Christmas, everybody.